Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tim. I bring you villages related content. And in today's video, I'm going to bring you a tour of the villages. I'm going to show you some of the neighborhoods. I want to explain what neighborhoods the homes are selling in and what homes they're not selling in. These are new homes in the southern part of the villages. I'll also show you some of the new neighborhoods that are opening up and that might open up in the next 4 to 6 months. But first, I wanted to explain to you what the Villages is. It is a 55 plus community located in Central Florida. It's the safest community in the state of Florida. It's also the fastest growing metropolitan area in the nation. And if you see any homes for sale on this video today, you will need to contact a Villages sales associate. I'll bring you the contact information a little bit later in the video. Let's take a look at the southern part of the Villages. This is the villages.com website, and each dot will represent a brand new home that's sold or for sale. The yellow dots show pending sales, meaning the home is sold. Let's take a look at the village of Wellpoint, and you see the Isabella Garden Villa homes. In general, the larger model homes did sell, while the smaller model homes like the Serenity and the Botanical did not sell. Off to the right, you have a designer home neighborhood. They discounted a few of these homes. In general, these homes sold lukewarm. You still have a lot of homes in this neighborhood for sale. So I would consider this neighborhood lukewarm in sales. And then you have a cottage home neighborhood located here in the village of Wellpoint. These homes have been on the market a long time, and generally speaking, cottage homes sell pretty quickly because you get a lot of home for the money. They are a little bit lower in cost, and they have the size of 1,200 to 1,500 square feet. And you do see 3 homes still available for sale. So I'm going to consider this neighborhood lukewarm in sales, even though they only have 3 homes left. This neighborhood's been on the market for quite some time. And then you have the Tim Patio Villas. You can see a lot of the blue dots are still here, meaning homes are still available for sale. These homes are located next to this green square on the map. I believe that is a power substation. And these homes I would consider not selling that well. And most, if not all of these homes have already been discounted. Further south in the village of Oak Hollow, you have a new designer home neighborhood. They started discounting these homes. Not many of them are discounted, but I would say that these homes have not been selling that well. And that's because they are located near some utilities. They're also located very near Marsh Bend Trail, which is a busy road. So I would consider these homes in the village of Oak Hollow as not selling that well. Further south, I noticed that they filled in the map. They do have a designer neighborhood located here in the village of Oak Hollow. These are going to be designer homes, but they do have this blank green patch in the village of Oak Hollow. And they have yet to put these on the map, but you will have the Mark Patio Villa neighborhood located right in here, located adjacent to Marsh Bend Trail. And then south of that, you're going to have a cottage villa neighborhood located in here. So you're going to have patio villas and more cottage homes. I'm showing them as being cottage villas, but it's not quite sure if they're going to be villas or just normal cottage homes without fences. And that's the difference. A cottage villa will have enclosed fences all around the back and side of the home. And then you're going to also have an Oak Hollow Veranda Home South neighborhood located right here as well. So Oak Hollow, you can expect 3 more neighborhoods to come in down here. In the center of the screen, this is where most of the new neighborhoods have been recently released. A lot of these homes are selling. I would consider the Wellpoint Veranda Home South neighborhood here as selling fairly well. I am a little surprised they still have some homes for sale here in the village of Wellpoint. And I think this is probably the best neighborhood you can buy into right now. Here you have a designer home neighborhood. It looks to me like this neighborhood is selling okay. In general, I'm thinking that the market is fairly soft. In normal environments, these homes would be all sold. I would have expected that this veranda home neighborhood would all be sold. These designer homes here in the village of Oak Hollow, recently released. Again, lukewarm sales in the center of the screen. And then as you head further south, again, lots of designer homes for sale in the village of Oak Hollow. Lukewarm is what I would consider the sales to be on these brand new homes in the best neighborhoods that the villages has to offer. And then you have the charity bungalows. These are courtyard villas. You do have most of your smaller models still for sale. Generally speaking, courtyard villa homes sell very quickly. You do have one Winslow model home. It's not discounted. It's located on Bexley Trail, very near the Well Point Postal and Recreation Center. Actually, this is McNeil Drive. So the back of the home backs up to McNeil Drive. So I'm a little surprised that all of these homes aren't quite sold. But then again, this Winslow is along McNeil Drive. So I would say this is lukewarm sales for a courtyard villa neighborhood. Here you have another designer home neighborhood located in the village of Well Point. You see a lot of these homes are still available. You look at the yellow dots, these are the homes that are pending, and you don't see a lot of yellow dots on the map in some of the newest neighborhoods that they're releasing. So again, I would consider the sales as being lukewarm. And here you have the Dela Patio Villa neighborhood. This neighborhood just released a week or so ago. You still have a few larger model homes like the Moonstone still available for sale in what I would call prime locations. That leads me to believe that this neighborhood is lukewarm sales. Generally speaking, the large homes like the Moonstone models will sell very quickly in the first few days. So lukewarm sales in the Dela Patio Villas. Here you have another cottage home neighborhood. You can see a lot of red dots, meaning there's a lot of homes still available for sale. This was released a week or two ago. I would consider this lukewarm sales. This is actually a very good neighborhood to buy into if you're looking for a cottage home. And then you have the Aiden Patio Villas. This was released within a week. Lots of blue dots, lots of homes still available, large homes, emerald, and you have moonstones. I would expect those in a normal environment to have already been sold. So the sales are starting to slow down, in my opinion. And then you have the Veranda Home neighborhood. This is the Oak Hollow Veranda Homes East neighborhood. You see the yellow dots? They are selling pretty well. I would say they are a little bit better than some of the other neighborhoods. They're selling fairly quickly because this is the newest neighborhood that they recently opened up. And then you have this brand new Courtyard Villa neighborhood located right here. They haven't sold any homes. They haven't listed any homes for sale yet. And then right above that, you're going to have the Oak Hollow Veranda Homes North neighborhood opening up soon. They haven't even put these homes on the map yet. So if you're looking for veranda homes, I think this is going to be an excellent location. You're going to have veranda homes here with a view lot of that retention pond. Then off to the right, you have the village of Edenfield. You do have designer home neighborhoods, lots of homes, no homes still listed for sale. You just have them on the map. You're going to have the Edenfield Veranda Homes North neighborhood located in that area right there. And then you're going to have two patio villa neighborhoods located in this green patch. You're going to have a dividing line and two patio villas neighborhoods. And then in the middle This is going to be Edenfield right here in the middle. You're going to have cottage villa homes in that area as well. And then you're going to have Edenfield Veranda Homes West neighborhood located right here. And then in Edenfield, in this green patch, you're going to have the Olivia Villas. These are going to be patio villas located in this corner right here next to McNeil Drive and Bexley Trail. You're also going to have cottage villas located in this neighborhood here. And I haven't decided if it's going to be cottage villas or courtyard villas. You might have courtyard villas in here. It's still I'm still unsure. So you're definitely going to have patio villas in here. Then you're going to either have cottage homes or courtyard villas in this corner. As you move south here in the village of Edenfield and the village of LaGrange, you're going to have courtyard villas. I think this is going to be your entrance into a courtyard villa neighborhood, and they are going to be located adjacent to Bexley Trail. And then if you zoom in, this is going to be an entrance to another neighborhood, unit number 164. And I think this entrance is going to be Veranda Homes. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll keep my eye out. They have not yet released the bond information to verify, but I think this is going to be courtyard villas. Actually, this is going to be Veranda Homes in this neighborhood. You're going to have a lot of Veranda Homes with pond views, retention pond views. And then here you're going to have the entrance into what I think is going to be a courtyard villa neighborhood. So off into the center of the village of LaGrange, what we have here is going to be unit 167. I think this is going to be the Kim Patio Villa neighborhood right here in the village of LaGrange. I think this is going to be one of the best villages you can buy into, especially if you can buy into the center portion of the village of LaGrange. If you're looking for a patio villa, I think this is going to be a prime spot. I also think that this is going to be a patio villa neighborhood located right here. I think this is going to be unit 168. And I think based on the maps, it looks to me like another patio villa neighborhood. In the center of the screen, I think this is going to be unit 166. These are going to be cottage homes or cottage villas. And I think some of those are going to have retention pond views, which is very rare to find, to have a cottage villa home with a retention pond view. If you're interested in a cottage home and a pond view, you might want to wait until these homes are released. Off to the center, this is also the village of LaGrange. You can see they filled in the map here. This is the Blanchard Blanchard Rec Center and the Woodlands Golf Club right there. Then you have a green patch. That green patch is going to be the LaGrange Veranda Homes West neighborhood. This might be located a little too close to the Blanchard Rec Center where the pickleball courts are. Not quite sure. But then as you travel further south, you're going to have a designer home neighborhood right here in the village of LaGrange. Haven't quite determined what that is going to be yet. But that is your tour of the villages and where the homes are selling, where they're not selling. In general, I think the new home sales are soft, even in the new neighborhoods where they're releasing homes. So I think that some of these homes, and I think one of the reasons they're not releasing these courtyard villas here, the Landon courtyard villas, is because the sales are soft. I think that's the reason they're going to be opening these neighborhoods a little bit slower than they have in the past. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I appreciate you watching and subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. Have a great Sunday. Take care, everyone, and stay safe.